In this week's video, I'm going to be talking about character arcs. So, quick confession, when I first started writing my first draft of my novel, I had absolutely no idea what a character arc was. All I knew is that your character should be different from the first page when compared to the last page of your novel. So that's literally all I had to go by. So I don't think I was that wrong, because Google defines character arc as the transformation or inner journey of a character over the course of a story. So I technically think I did that. However, I know that I did have a weakness there, and so what I did was I tried to do a lot of research about character arcs so that I would have a good grasp of what a character arc was, so that I can make sure it's stronger within my own story. Okay, so one of the major things that I learned is that there are 4 main kinds of character arcs that you should be aware of. Okay, so the first type I'm going to talk about is the ascending character arc. So that would be like the character that becomes a better person by the end of the story. So a good example of this might be Draco Malfoy's mom from the Harry Potter series. As we all know, Draco Malfoy's mom kind of started off evil. She's on the dark side. But by the end of the book and the movies, she does become a better person, because when Harry's unconscious and he wakes up, when she walks over to him to check to see if he's dead, she knows that he's alive, but yet she still says that he's dead. And so that kind of shows that she's changed a lot within her character. So she's not just pure evil, like Bellatrix. Okay, the second type of character arc is the opposite. It would be the moral descending character arc. So this would be somebody like Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars, who starts out good, but then he becomes evil. The third kind of character arc is the transformational character arc. So this would be like Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games series. And I kind of think Percy Jackson also would fall into this one. And the fourth type of character arc is the flat character arc. So there is literally no character arc. It's the same person from the beginning to the end. And so this is a lot of like minor characters. Maybe like from the Harry Potter series, like the lady that does the trolley on the train. Like, I don't think she really changes much. She's just the trolley lady. And so it's basically like stagnant characters. Okay, so some things I think that you need to know before you start writing your story, or maybe you've done the first draft and you want to like revise the character to make sure they have an arc. The first thing is, for each main character you have, you're going to want to make sure you can clearly define their wants, needs, and what their ultimate goals are within the story. So if you can define those things, your character is going to be able to be more articulate on the page for what those things are, because those are all important to this story. The second thing is, what is the character's flaw? Because you want to make sure your character has an emotional kind of flaw. It's not going to be like a physical flaw, something like underlying. So it could be anything. It could be like maybe there was a death in the family and they haven't been able to accept it maybe. Whenever you identify what the flaw is, I think it's super helpful if you know how that flaw came to be. Was there some kind of like past thing that happened that created this flaw in this character? Because that's going to make it way more relatable and believable. Another thing that I wanted to share is from Jessica Brody's book, Save the Cat Writes a Novel. And so in the book, she talks about something called theme stated, which should happen within the first like 10% of your story. And so basically, the theme stated is the hero's need or life lesson somehow hinted at the front of the story, often by a secondary character. So basically, there's going to be some minor character hinting at the change that character needs to make. The main character is going to flat out ignore them. According to the book, having your hero ignore the theme makes your hero realistic. People rarely change because someone tells them to change. I really love this book. I feel like there is like the subtitle, the last book on novel writing you'll ever need, is like legitimately true about this book. It talks more about like character development, plot development, and I love it. And I'll put a link down below in the description. I am not an affiliate in any way. I only have like 9 subscribers, but I love this book. And so I feel like it is a huge resource for me, and I think it could really help you too. Okay, so speaking of cats, I'm gonna show you guys my cats real fast. I hope this helps you guys write your character arcs. Let me know in the comments if there's something else you'd like to see. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Maybe one day I'll have 10 subscribers. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. Happy writing!